Hello everyone. Today we are discussing the topic time and distance. When I am saying time and distance, so basically we have to understand that the distance has to be given either in kilometer context or in the context of meter. Suppose I have to go from here to from Dehradun to Delhi, then it is not considered to be in meter but in kilometers. I am saying from a place like Dehradun to a place like Delhi, the distance is 250 kilometers. So when we talk about the long distances, it is always in kilometers. When we talk about short distances, suppose two athletes have to go for a race and that race is of 100 meters. Obviously, it is not possible to go for a longer distance because generally the race or the walk are in meters. So the distance can also be considered in meters. The second thing is time. When I am talking about time, the time is considered in either hours or it is considered in seconds. When I am saying that I have to go from a place to some other place where the distance is 250 kilometers, it is not possible that 250 kilometers can be travelled in 20 seconds or 25 seconds. Normally the time which is given to us is always in hours when the distance is in kilometer. So we can say that the speed is given as the distance upon time. Now the question is from where this formula has come. We can take some general example. From place A to place B, which is a distance of 250 kilometers, a bus goes from A to B in 5 hours. When I am talking about the speed, actually the speed is always per hour or it is considered to be in per second. When there are long distances, it is given in per hour. When there are short distances, it is given in per second. When I am saying that from A to B, 250 kilometers, bus goes in 5 hours. So 250 kilometers in 5 hours. Now I have to say that in 1 hour, what is the travel distance by the bus? And this travel distance in 1 hour is 250 upon 5. Cancel it out, comes out to be 50 kilometers. Or I can say that from A to B it is 5 hours. Suppose I divide this into 5 equal portions. So one portion will definitely be of 50 kilometers. So I am saying that this 50 kilometers, the first portion, he will go in 1 hour, which we have calculated. So the speed is 50 kilometers per hour. So the unit of the speed is kilometer per hour. It is kilometer per hour, which can be written as km upon h. Another way is, if in case there is a distance of 100 meters and 100 meters athlete runs in 20 seconds. Now in 20 seconds he is running 100 meters. Suppose I am making 20 equal parts of 100. Then definitely one part will be 5 meters. Or I can say that this athlete is running 5 meters per second. Here the speed was 50 km per hour and here the speed is 5 meters per second. Now the point is from where this 50 and 5 has come, here we have divided it by time, that is 5 hours, and here we are dividing it by time, that is 20 seconds. So the formula of speed becomes distance upon time. Now when we talk about the speed, it is normally given in kilometer per hour or it is given in meter per second. So there are two ways of talking about the speed. One is directly we say that A runs at a speed of 5 meters per second, or in the other way we can say that A is running 100 meters in 20 seconds. So we can say 5 meters per second or we can say 100 meters A runs in 20 seconds. So these two statements are basically the same statements. Same way, 50 km per hour is the speed of the bus. This can be written as that the bus goes 250 kilometers in 5 hours. Instead of this, we can also say that the bus goes 100 kilometers in 2 hours. Now, if a bus is going 100 km in 2 hours, that is equivalent to 50 km per hour. So, in our daily life, we should be able to find out that what are the different speeds when distance and time are known to us. Besides this, there is one more thing, that at times this timing can be given in minutes as well. So, we have to convert this minute either into hours if it is given in kilometers, or into seconds if it is given in meters. Suppose I say that I have to walk and 1 kilometer I am walking in 10 minutes. When I am walking 1 kilometer in 10 minutes, and you know the speed is given in hours. So in 60 minutes, that is 1 hour. How much kilometer I can walk? If in 10 minutes I am walking 1 kilometer, so in 60 minutes definitely I am walking 6 kilometers. So when I am saying that 6 kilometers I am walking in 60 minutes, 60 minutes is equals to 1 hour. So this is equivalent to 6 kilometers per hour. So if it is given in minutes, then again we can apply the formula. Speed is equal to, here the distance is 1 kilometer and the time is 10 minutes. 10 divided by 60. This 60 will go in the numerator, so 60 upon 10, and when we cancel it out, it becomes 6 kilometers per hour. So basically, when we talk about speed, either it is given in kilometer per hour or the speed is given in meter per second. We should also know that how to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. So I am saying it is 1 kilometer per hour. Suppose this is the speed. When we convert 1 kilometer into meters, there are 1000 meters. So to this 1 kilometer, I can write 1000 meters. To this 1 hour, I can write 60 minutes multiplied by 60 seconds. So this is 3600, or if we cancel these two, it comes out to be 5 upon 18 meter per second. So for every 1 kilometer per hour, if we want to convert it into meter per second, it is 5 upon 18 meter per second. So this is the basic concept of time and distance. The formula is only one, speed is equal to distance upon time, and we should understand what exactly the speed is. In the time and distance chapter, there are 3 types of questions. One, the questions related to trains. Second, the question related to boats and streams. And the third are the general questions. So in the next video, we will discuss about the chapter trains, then boats and stream, and then the general question, so that you will understand all the 3 kinds of questions.